Hey, welcome everybody. So as we get to the end of the campaign, I'm just trying to do some quirky stuff just to kill some time. So then we'll get started with fulfillment. But one of the things I wanted to do, which I realized I had never done with you guys, is show you the 3D printed Journey to the Overland Townscape miniatures. Now, this was supposed to be my fait accompli, or my masterpiece, as I called it in some posts. It kind of went down like a lead block in a lake, right? So nobody was really interested. But I have them nonetheless for my game. So I was going to paint mine up, but I wanted to wait till after the Kickstarter in case people wanted to see what they look like printed. Now that, there's pretty much not, nobody's pretty interested, I'll probably go ahead and start painting mine, or else I may even send them out to get painted. But what we're going to do right now is take a look at them, and then I'm going to kind of just lay them out on the map, or at least this top part of the map, to kind of show you what they would look like on their map, on the map, if for whatever reason you decide to pick some up maybe after the campaign. So the first location, let's do this. We have Future Town there. So I'm going to see if I can find the Future Town. The Future Town. I can't wait to actually use these in a real game session. It's going to be pretty cool. Although I am thinking of I have to come up with some kind of token for my guy. Okay, so this is the Future Town one. And as you can see, I think the detail came out great. I mean, you can see the windows. You can see the awning, the trees, the shrubbery. I mean, you can make out the steps. Right up in there, there's some steps. And I did them all in a 1" by 1" scale so that they fit on the map, which really has 1" hexes. These are all 1" hexes. So we're going to put Future Town there. So you can see that's kind of on the map. You probably can't see it, but it's there. All right, let's find the next one is, let's do Elf Mountain, which is really a castle. So we got Elf Mountain here. Let's see. Now, I like Elf Mountain. So this one is Elf Mountain. And as you can see, it holds. Now this is taller than the inch, which that's fine. I mean, I knew when the guy did it, it was going to be taller than the inch, but he really laid this one out. And you can even see that it's kind of got the mountain area built into it there. I always thought if I put an ink washer on here, they'd show up better, but I didn't want to ruin it in case. I don't know if this material stains, So we put Elf Mountain right there. Next up is, Fire Castle. That should be fun. It's one of the ones I like too. Fire Castle. Oh, wait a minute. We have to refilm this. No, we don't. I think, is this one? I think this one might be Fire Castle. Yeah, I think this one might be Fire Castle, which is in the mountains too. So that's Fire Castle. Sorry about that. This is Elf Mountain, which I noticed when I pulled it out, because Elf Mountain has kind of the steeples. And it does have more of an elvish look. But again, I think the detail came out great on this. This is called, I think, the white acrylic. So, I mean, you could get it in black, obviously. And these were all printed as shapeways. So we have Elf Mountain there. So we've got Elf Mountain, Future Town, and Fire Castle. Okay, so now we're where we're supposed to be. Now, you won't be able to see this on the map, I don't think, but I'm going to try to do Dwarf Haven over here in the corner. And so that's a mountain fortress. You can see the two dwarvens. You can even make out their axes on the printout. The crenellations in the tower. I really love this one too. So we're going to put Dwarf Haven right there. Next up is going to be, this is one of the Bane forts, as I call them, which are basically like little castles with towers and clothes where the knights protect the kings. So let's see here. We have a Bane here and a Bane there. Let's put it up here. It's a little further away. Pirate's Bane. And I only got one of these, but I am going to be ordering like 3 more. I think 4 more. So I can put one at each location. But you don't have to. I mean, you could obviously move it around. Oh, I have something. So Yeti Mountain is right here. You can't really make it out, but there is a little mouth or cavern opening in there. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. This map is very great with detail. So yeah, you can see this cavern. That square is Yeti Mountain. And zoom back down. This is our Yeti Mountain here, which I really like. So if your character decides to travel into Yeti Mountain, he can enter right through there. Okay. So what else could we get? King's Harbor. Now, did I do King's Harbor? Yes, I did. Because I was wondering if that was one of the expansion ones. But I did a King's Harbor. And basically, where is it at? It's not in here. I think I must have put it in with my towns. Alright, so you have that one. This is Dwarf Town. 1 second, folks. I know you can't see anything. So I'm trying to sort out. Oh, here's King's Harbor. I'm sorry. So this is King's Harbor. And this one actually has larger ships than Zafton, which I'll show you. So the King's Harbor is a larger harbor than the one at Zafton, although the Zafton Harbor is a busier harbor, if you understand the difference. So, but larger ships can make port here. And again, the ships look cool. I mean, this is not brittle stuff. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. It's not like it's going to pop off if you drop it or anything. So we put King's Harbor there. Again, I'm going to put the ship's face in the entrance to the harbor there. So we've got King's Harbor. What else can we put down? We're starting to run out of room on this map. Let's move up just a bit. So this is King's Castle and Morsh Monastery. Let's look at King's Castle. Oh, love King's Castle. So this is King's Castle. The printed version. I love this, man. This just looks so epic and huge. So, I mean, just structure upon structure. Exactly how I would have imagined King's Castle. It's a little light. Let me kind of block off some of the light. You can see a little more detail. But I mean, all the little chimneys and roofs and everything really came out. And like I said, I'm actually thinking of sending mine off to be painted because I don't want to mess them up. I really think if you got a real good painter, I think they could go to town on these things. So King's Castle, Morsh Monastery, another one of my favorites. Do I have the monastery? Yes. Wait, is that that's the wrong one again? Oh my lord. This is Morsh Monastery. I kept wondering, like, oh wow, I thought King's Castle was a carrot castle. But this is actually Morsh Monastery. So that's one of the other reasons I want to paint them. Once you paint them, you'll kind of get a better picture. There is art in the books, and if you match these up with the art, you won't do like I do and put them in the wrong place. This is King's Castle again. And this was actually designed after, I think it's called the Crac de Chevalier in the Middle East. I think it's in, I don't want to say Jerusalem, but it's in that part of the Middle East. So that's what I meant. I wanted it to be a Crusader castle. You can see the little causeway there. So we'll put King's Castle there. We've got Morsh Monastery there. Now the other locations are kind of on the southern edge of the map, which I can't get to because, because it's folded. But I can show you the figures. So, and hopefully I won't get these wrong as well. So, let's look at Milesteel. That's one of my favorite ones. So this is the town of Milesteel. Oops. This is the town of Milesteel, which I really like. That kind of staggered almost Viking look. Now this is Zafton. And Zafton is the one, like I said, it has a smaller port, but it's actually a busier port in the kingdom. There's more trade and merchandise that goes through Zafton than goes through King's Harbor. So I liked it. But you can tell there's smaller ships there, docked there. Next up is, Igloo, which is on the map, because Igloo is right here. Oh, you can't see that. Igloo is right there and right here. So again, Igloo is really nothing but a town consisting of a lot of igloos, which is why it's called Igloo. You see the polar bears wandering around the area. Again, this is something I think that would paint up good. This one has like a little entrance to it, and this is not broke. I mean, I've moved these things around and used them for a lot of stuff, and nothing has actually broken off at any of these. I mean, a few of them bent slightly, but nothing has broken off. So I mean, I don't know if that's a testament to the design or just a testament to Shapeways printing, but either way I appreciate it. I think the next one is Wood Dam. And the only way I can be sure this is Wood Dam is because I think there's like a pile of wood right off to the side there. Right there. There's a little pile of wood. And they've got their wooden roofs and their wooden buildings and their wooden chimneys, as you would expect from the men of Wood Dam. This is kind of a very simple one, but I do like it. Again, I don't have the spot on the map for that. And then the last one is, wait, is that Wood Dam? No, that's where I'm got to eat crow again. This is actually Dwarf Town. And I think I remember this being Dwarf Town because of the weird chimneys that we designed them with. So if you're counting, that's 3 that I've misidentified so far. And this is Wood Dam. And it has the fence. And I think it has a larger pile of wood in the center there. Again, they kind of got the Viking style of the roofs, which I like. Fortunately, my camera doesn't want to do these things justice. But that's Wood Dam, and that's a printed version. And then we showed you Dwarf Town. So that's all of the towns. Only have a few like strategic locations left. The first one is what we call the Blue Bridge. And this is just a bridge location on the map. I just want to show you how that printed out. So, it's kind of up on this hill. There's a bridge that goes across as you go across the landscape. So that's the Blue Bridge. The next one is, the Lost Men's Camp, which I like. This is like a military camp, a large military camp that basically was set up during the war, but it was never disbanded because they had really nowhere to go. So people go there now who want to join the military or make themselves available for a military campaign, and then commanders can go there, and this is where they would buy or pick up troops. The next one is, what is this one? Don't tell me I'm gonna be embarrassed again. Now let's do the Oracle of Light. So this one I know, it has the old Greek temple design for the Oracle of Light. And for some reason I actually have 2 versions of the Lost Men's Camp. Well, I was about to say, did I mess up? But it looks like maybe the horse came off this one, and so I reordered it. But they're both the same thing. They're both the Lost Man's Camp. Although I don't remember ordering 2, so that's weird. Unless I accidentally ordered it. And then the last 3, we're almost finished, are going to be the expansions. So the first one is called the Cannibals Village. And I think the Cannibals Village is right here. And this is actually from the Unknown Islands map. So there's a separate map for that expansion that has a site called the Cannibals Village. And so you need to have that map to put this down. But once you get it, you will see what it is referring to. And I think it's a very good representation. But I'll put that over on the Unknown Islands for now. Way back there in the corner. So that we know it's way up here. That we know that there's a location there. Another Unknown Islands location is what is called Old Overland. Like this pyramid set / ziggurat. So this is what they call Old Overland. And right now, the way I'm thinking about it in the module is you would be able to go in here and explore this like it's a ruins. Different sections of this if you go to the Unknown Islands and go to the city of the Old Overland. I don't know why it's not coming in good focus, because this is actually a fairly decent cast, but my camera, like I said, doesn't want to do it justice. I was trying to get you some more detail on the steps, because you can see the individual steps, although it doesn't look like it here. Yeah, but maybe that's a little better. But that is also located on the island of the Unknown Islands. And then the last piece we got is the Ghost Town of Misery, which is the location of Untold Horrors. Now, see, these didn't come out, but there's actually skulls. These are skulls embedded into the earth around the town of Misery. And there's a story of why they have this mound full of skulls. And this town really does not exist, but you can find it on a stormy night. The problem isn't so much finding it, it's getting out once you get in there. But the Ghost Town of Misery. And I think that is the entire journey to the Overland Townscape, folks. So just wanted to show you that these do print out. You will get good, decent quality. I have not tried printing them in any other material yet, but you can get the black acrylic, you can get the metal. They even have metal options at Shapeways. I mean, and the price goes up, but and I'm thinking of offering a printed version in the backer kit. So anybody that's actually interested in having me, print these through my Shapeways account and send them to them, can do that. And I mean, depending on what you prefer, you wouldn't have to wait a year to get them. I mean, I could almost do these right after the campaign. You just might not have a game or a map to put them on yet. Anyway, take care, everybody, and God bless.